Hi Woomoos, I'm here with Mick from Calm Like a Riot.
Hi.
We're going to have a short interview today looking at what he's been up to, especially as part of the Worcester Music Festival committee.
Yep.
He's been helping a lot, and part of that joint effort has resulted in our guide being out. So if you guys need to know who's playing, what, where and when, and also which workshops to go to, please check the guide, have a look at what we're doing, become a volunteer and just get involved. So, all marketing aside, Mick.
Excellent, well done.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank
Excellent.
you. Right, so this year you're involved with the Worcester Music Festival committee.
Yes.
What motivated you to actually be part of the organisers?
I've been doing it now for about 5 years, I think. It's been about 5 years involved. It was Worcester Music Festival got our band the first gig, and it was at Evolution Bar, which doesn't exist anymore, and it was a hip hop night, and it was our very first gig, so we were terrified, and it was just great, and I thought, no way without a big festival or some like group organisation or something would we have got that gig. It wouldn't have happened. So I thought, well, that was great, they did us a favour, so we'll do them a favour. So actually all of the band that live locally all joined up in the Worcester Music Festival committee, and we've helped out for 5 years since. So yeah, it's been great, loved it.
Yeah, and it's been a pleasure to have you.
Oh well, yeah, I'm sure it has.
Okay. So when it comes to being involved, what has the music festival actually brought to you as a band?
Yeah, as a band, well, we've played a lot of gigs, which has been brilliant. So that's been fantastic. But I think it's also got us into a group, into like a bit of a community. I think community of musicians that we never have known before. It's got us playing with bands and doing separate gigs all over the place that we simply wouldn't have done before. I go out and watch more live music than I ever watch. I never used to go out, just walk out. I didn't even know what was going on, but you get this community, you get all part of it, so we end up going out a lot more, watching a lot of live bands, and really got into the live scene. So whereas to start with, we just thought we were going to, give back a little bit and help out every now and again. It's kind of changed the way, changed like a social scene, really. So it's been brilliant for that.
Okay, that's great. So what do you think about the actual Worcester music scene?
Worcester music scene? I think it's great because it's very accessible. You can just go out pretty much any night and just walk into a venue, find a live band that's playing, and whereas I think in a lot of other places you have to kind of go hunting quite a lot, or you have to get tickets, or you have to kind of know someone in the know. It's not like that. You can just have a wander around, and when we set it up, when we're sort of setting up the scene, when you go to a lot of the venue owners and say, we'd like to put live music on, they're just like, brilliant, absolutely brilliant, really want to do this, and so there's a real appetite out there. I don't know, I've never put a music festival on anywhere else, but I don't know, I imagine that's quite unique to have everyone really sort of chomping at the bit, wanting to help, and I think that's what it is, that's what Worcester's got. You can go out and you can just wander in, really accessible, watch any music you want. So.
Yeah. And it's completely run by volunteers.
Yeah, it's totally run by volunteers, yeah, and they're all mad, which is brilliant. They're all absolutely insane, which is another great part of it, is that they're just, they're all a little bit loopy, and we've had some great fun organising it, and to be honest, if it wasn't any fun, they wouldn't turn up, but they're all nuts, so it's perfect. Perfect.
That's fantastic. So, what is one of your best memories so far?
Yeah, okay, so what I usually do on the weekend is help with the outdoor venues. And I think this one year we had a band called Columbus Giant who sort of came on. We had all the equipment set up outside the Guildhall, and we're trying to get through loads and loads of bands. It's fine. And then they turned up and they said, "Do you mind if we just stand out in the street? Do you want to just get off the stage? Do you mind? Is that all right?" And we're like,
wow.
"Knock yourself out. Do what you want to do." So we'll just go in the street and just mingle and play. And we're like, "Okay," thinking this ain't gonna work. And then and it worked. And then they just pulled in a huge crowd of people, and they just played totally acoustically in the middle of the street. And little kids were dancing, and it was impromptu. It wasn't impromptu. We booked them, but it was really like one of those sort of spontaneous moments where they just said, We don't want to be up in the distance on the stage. We want to be part of everybody. Great fun. Great fun.
Okay, that's fantastic. So looking at the fun and everything Worcester Music Festival is about, where do you see it heading in the future?
I don't know. I mean, there's always a thought, are we going to have one big stage, and everyone will go to the one venue, I don't know, the race course or something like that. I don't know. I'd like to think it's going to be styled. I mean, I know it sounds stupidly ambitious, but it's sort of styled on the likes of the Edinburgh Festival, where it's not one venue, it's lots and lots of venues, and the whole city comes alive. Now, I think it does, and I think there's a lot of venues that not, but I think if I were to guess, that's the way it will go. That it will be. It's a music festival at the moment. I think an obvious progression for it will be like the Edinburgh Festival, where it will be a festival of arts. So music will be still a major part of it, but let's bring in other art forms, get the whole, and then that'll bring in more venues, and we get the whole city buzzing with something else as well. And it's doing that. It's got workshops. You can see it spreading, whether it's deliberate or not. It is spreading into other art forms. We get workshops about music, and then there's sort of part of performance and theatre involved in that. Next thing you know, we'll have actors. It'll be great. So I think that will be a lovely progression for it if it goes that way.
Yeah, absolutely. And what are some of the acts or bands you're really looking forward to see this year?
Well, usually because I end up helping. It's going to sound terrible. I've never seen that many acts, right? Because I either run one venue and do like comparing, or I end up driving around taking amps places and things like that. But I'll be honest, this is going to sound a bit odd. There's a group called Done by Sunrise, who are really like sweet. They're going to hate me for saying that. They're sort of sweet pop sound, right? Like the two sisters and a brother, family act. Really poppy, really, but really fun. And they've got a single out to coincide with the weekend, which I think is great. And I think they're going to be brilliant. I think they've just got such catchy tunes. And if you're not into pop music, I say give it a go, because it's just good fun pop music, and which I think everyone can take music a bit seriously, and they want to watch some really cutting edge, cool, trendy sort of act. This is pop. It's fun. I'm not a major pop fan, but I can appreciate that. I think they're going to be brilliant. So Done by Sunrise, I think they're playing at the Swan. So that'll be a bit of a highlight for me. I think they're going to be alright.
Yeah, great. Well, thank you very much.
No, thank you.
It's been a pleasure. And, keep in touch with us, guys, and make sure you check out Done by Sunrise.
Definitely.
Thank you.